As I mentioned previously, Amazon gives you only phone number and mailing address of your customer, not their actual email address. However, you can use Amazon's messaging system to contact your customers through masked email address. Now, these messages cannot be promotional, cannot include any external links, and you cannot ask for positive or negative review or feedback. You can ask your customers only to leave unbiased product review or seller feedback, but you cannot ask for a specific review. You need to know that Amazon is also sending messages and following up with customers, where they ask for a review. So too many messages, especially if it doesn't add any value, can cause a negative review. That is why I try to send maximum of 3 follow-up messages to my customers. The first one I send as soon as the product is shipped, just to let them know that the product is on its way. And in some cases, I attach a bonus ebook in PDF format. The second email I send 7 days after the product has been shipped. This is where I ask them if they have received the product. And also, depending on the product type, I try to add some frequently asked questions and how to use the product texts. Also, at this time, I like to ask them to leave a seller feedback to see how they were satisfied with the ordering process and with me as a seller. And the final email I send 14 days after the product has been shipped. Here, I also try to add some value by covering some more helpful topics related to the product they have purchased. Also, at this time, I like to ask them for unbiased product review. In most cases, about 10 days is just enough for anyone to fully try out the product and to develop an opinion so they can leave a product review. So you see how I first try to add value and then ask customers for a review or seller feedback. Also notice that I have never asked for a specific review. Always tell your customers that you welcome and appreciate unbiased reviews so you can know how to improve your products in future. Now, the problem with sending follow-up emails is that in general, happy customers won't bother leaving a positive review. Because if you set high product expectation, then simply customers expect to receive high quality product. So they won't bother and go through hassle of writing a review. However, if your product doesn't meet the previously set expectation, customers are much more likely to give a negative review. Fortunately, most customers forget or won't go through hassle of writing a negative review. But if you always remind them about negative experience that they had with your product by sending them follow-up messages, you're raising the chances of making unhappy customers write negative reviews. So the conclusion is, if you have a high quality product that you believe in, then you should send follow-up messages and add some value to it. And in some cases, even call your customers to follow up with them over the phone. But if you have a low quality product, then simply try not to remind customers about negative experience that they had, and simply don't follow up with them. That way, you're decreasing the chances of getting negative reviews from unhappy customers. So, if you believe that your product is high quality and that email follow-up sequences can add value to your customers, then you can use the tool called Feedback Genius. This tool sends automatic emails through Amazon's email messaging system. It's just like Aweber or MailChimp, but for Amazon sellers. Now, for beginners, they have a free plan to start with, and their monthly plans are low priced. However, for sending attachments in your email, you must subscribe to one of their paid plans. So you can see the link in the resource tab of this lecture, so you can go ahead and register for Feedback Genius. The setup process is extremely easy. So once you register and log in, you will be guided through a process of connecting your seller account with Feedback Genius. Once you've done that, you need to go to Messages and click Create a New Message. First, you want to give a name to your message under the message name. Next, under the message subject is the subject line of email that your customer will receive. Also, you want to set it to active mode. Next, under content, you want to enter content of your email message. Also, as you can see, you can use variables for each message. For example, if you want to include customer's name. To see all variables that are available, click the View All Available Variables link. Next, under the When tab, you want to set exactly when the message will be sent. Like I said previously, we are going to use 3 messages. The first one will be sent as soon as possible when the product has been shipped. The second one will be sent 7 days after, and the last one will be sent 14 days after the product has been shipped. So you're going to need to create 3 messages in total. Once you're finished, you want to hit Save and Send Test Message button. That's it. In the Resource tab of this lecture, I have added proven email templates that you can use when following up with your customers. Of course, you can change it according to your needs.